I hated Black Ops 2 for a while. I just think I was playing it by myself. But it was when I was starting to play with friends and stuff that I really started to enjoy it and appreciate it. And like, it's definitely, I think, one of the better Call of Duty games. Um, so for context reasons, Danny and I have been playing Call of Duty for a very long time. I know that I've been playing since the original Call of Duty, Call of Duty 1, not 4, but I did get into multiplayer on Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare. And I've been playing every single Call of Duty since then, and been very critical on Call of Duty as a franchise because it's been disappointing. Like almost every single year it has been, and I know Danny has he's had times where he wasn't able to play certain games. Like I think he said the last Call of Duty was Black Ops 2 that he played.
Yep.
You definitely, for context reasons of the video, you did not like Modern Warfare.
No.
Yeah.
Modern Warfare was one of those. It had moments where you had fun, but then when you look back on it, you're like, but why?
Yeah.
Like, what does it matter? Like, cool.
Yeah.
Like, I got 3 kills in a row in a really cool way. Cool, but it's like you still lost the match. You still had the rest of that game. That 5-second kills clip was amazing.
You still were
but the
sweating
rest of the
hard,
game, you were
yeah.
getting sniped fucking by phantom bullets, or you had that one guy run around with a fucking riot shield and then throw a knife at you, and it wasn't fun.
Yeah. For me, I also did not like Modern Warfare. I saw its potential. I wish it could have been more, but with the direction they went with, ultimately I can say I did not enjoy the game. So on to Call of Duty Cold War. What's your first opinion on that?
Start off with what I saw from the trailer, or from the live reveal event, not the trailer, because the trailer was just, oh hey, we have a game, which is cool.
Mm-hmm.
But from the live reveal event, it was, oh, this is more of the same. They didn't touch upon anything that was a complaint in Modern Warfare. It's like, cool, we have wildcard, something that's really cool, but they didn't do anything new with it. And one of my favorite things that I bring up, or that I brought up before, was the new innovative game modes they came up with were game modes sometimes they themselves had before. Like, it's not a new thing to do the same thing. Like, oh, we have this new VIP game mode. It's like, that's been a game mode since FPSs have basically been in inception. Like, that's not a new thing. Like, it's frustrating that they're not willing to take risks.
When I watched the reveal and the stream and all of that, I had been burnt by Call of Duty, especially still very salty on how Modern Warfare treated me. I had been burned so many times that I looked at it and I said, I'm unimpressed. I was already like hating on the game because I was just still so sour from Modern Warfare. I can say from playing the alpha that my opinion has changed. The things I like about the Call of Duty demo, definitely one of the first things was the gunplay felt good. One of the issues I had with Black Ops 4 was when I was shooting at someone, it sometimes felt like my bullets weren't going where I was aiming. With Modern Warfare, it was much better. Oh, I aim here, my bullets are going there, they're connecting. That feels good. But I felt like, you know, I come around the corner, I aim my red dot on the enemy, getting the hits. When I died, and because I was simply shooting around him, I could see that, yeah, I wasn't hitting him. That's on me.
That I'll definitely agree with. Like, there was the one time where I died in one of the play of the game ones, and you're like, oh, that's bullshit. It's like, no, like from being the person who died in that, because I was shooting at him, and on the kill cam, like, it looked like all my bullets should have been hitting him. Like, playing it, like, when that kill happened in the game, I didn't feel like it was bullshit, because I could tell I missed.
Next thing was the kill score streaks. I like the idea of them. I don't necessarily like them, but I like the idea. I like being able to get my kill streaks or score kill streaks and at the same time play the objective without having to be worried that because I am playing the objective, because I'm putting myself in harm's way, that I'm going to get screwed over on my kill streaks. I found that where I was like more willing to go for the hard point or the domination flag or the tags, because I was like, it's okay, I can yeah, I'll get score from these, and if I die, I still kind of keep my kill streak. But it didn't work as well as I thought it was going to. As of right now, the idea of being able to continue on that streak, pushing me to still go for the objectives and the tags without being worried that, fuck, I just ruined my streak.
I'm still on the fence about that change, because for a lot of reasons that are negative, but like it does let you, or it should let you, play the objective. I felt more rewarded going for kills than playing the objective still, even then.
I can agree with that.
Definitely needs a lot of tuning, but if they will actually spend the time on tuning it right, that could be a very good change.
Next on my list is movement feels good. I kind of feel like it is the same as Modern Warfare, just a little bit. They tweaked it a little more to be faster.
It's just polished Modern Warfare,
yeah,
which
polished.
Modern Warfare was already good.
Yeah, polished is a good word for it. With this one, it felt better and smoother.
Yeah, just for me, it was just more polished Call of Duty Modern Warfare, which that was never one of my complaints, and that was the movement. Next
is the Gunsmith. It looks good. No stupid penalties for having simple things. Like I had talked about, there was a barrel that gave you reduced your horizontal recoil. No penalty for it, which is nice for earlier on, because it seems like it's going to be like attachments that are earlier on don't give you the cons as much, and I'm assuming later on when you unlock the other attachments, the better attachments are going to have more cons, but probably more pros. So it's probably going to be, like you had brought this up, it could be something bad for the game, where if you first get the game, you get the attachments that are weaker. The enemy who's been playing the game for 60 hours has all the best attachments, and it doesn't matter what you kit for your weapon, you're still going to get outgunned. So what did you think of the Gunsmith?
For me, effectively the same as Modern Warfare, where it's like, yeah, they didn't have penalties, but in Modern Warfare, all the penalties did was, like, I would look for the stuff with the least penalties and use that, and that seemed to be, from everything I saw on it, so, which effectively means that I was looking for the stuff that gave the most benefit, and that's all I did in this Gunsmith.
Next thing I have is footsteps sound better than Modern Warfare.
The audio in Modern Warfare was garbage, so that's not a hard
that's something I disagree with, but at the same time agree with, because the audio in Modern Warfare was realistic, very cool, just not something you want for a very serious multiplayer game.
I don't mean it was garbage. When I say garbage, I don't mean it's garbage as in like, oh, they didn't put like everything. Like, I think the art design in Modern Warfare was garbage. They clearly are very good artists. The problem is like you said, like for audio, like in art and audio, you want to make it being like, all right, this is still a video game. The main objective of the game is to play it and to enjoy playing it. So if you can't see what the fuck you're doing, it doesn't matter how realistic it is. It's fucking shit. So if the sound is very realistic and like, yeah, sure, when you're actually getting shot at, like, bullets are loud as fuck. So when you're actually shooting back, you won't hear. Chances are you won't hear like someone coming up to you on a footstep. 100% realistic. In a video game, that you might want to tweak that to where you will hear the person coming up behind you.
So many times I remember, like, Danny and I would be at a private party talking to each other, and I'd have a Harrier above me, because I had to have my volume at a certain point so I could hear footsteps in Modern Warfare. So I couldn't just turn down the volume so I could have a conversation. Because if you don't hear footsteps, then you're pretty much fucked in that game. So many times I would have a Harrier above me. He's so loud that I would just be screaming at Danny saying, I can't hear you, hold on. Let me destroy this Harrier first, because I cannot hear you.
And, like, sure, that's realistic, but that's not
But
fun.
Doesn't, that's, so, I don't want that in my video game. I don't want a Harrier to be above me and not be able to have a conversation.
Like, I had that problem much less in this one. The sound design seems a lot more, like, clean in the game
Cold War
in this one.
Yeah, I agree.
A lot better.
Definitely. Although there was, when I was using the chopper gunner, that it was loud as fuck. Like, even the stream was saying, yo, turn that shit down. Next one I have on the list is health bars on the enemies and you. I'm not sure how you feel about that personally. I like being able to see how close
I
my
really
enemy
liked
is,
it.
yeah, to death, and I like knowing when my health is fully regenerated. I don't like having to guess just by the color of my screen.
Yeah,
Am I in full red? No. Okay, I could be alive.
I think that was a really
A smart idea,
addition.
but that's something that's simple. I mean, everyone,
Yeah.
you should, any game really should have that. I'm trying to think if there was anything else. Oh, maps. I know you liked Miami.
Miami, I think, was my favorite one. Like,
Yeah.
they could change it if the only change I would say, like, I never went to the beach. It doesn't seem like us outside of the game modes where the objective was on the beach, nobody went to the beach. But, so, like, you could, and the beach was the worst part of it, so you could remove the beachfront and just completely close that section off and only have the street, the
Yeah.
alley, and the 2 buildings, or the 3 buildings, and it would be, that map would be hands down one of the best maps I've played in the modern 2 Call of Duties I've played.
So, last thing, we are going to talk about things that we don't like. First thing on my list, the kill score streaks.
Yes.
So, I definitely have my concerns. One of the examples I have was I was playing Kill Confirmed on, I think, the satellite map, and we were winning. My team was collecting the tags and playing the objective. The enemy team was able to call in 2 choppers, like the standard choppers, and then 2 chopper gunners. So even though my team was doing better than their team and winning and playing the objective, they were the ones who were able to call in their kill streaks. No one on my team had anything above, I think, maybe either a napalm or artillery.
Yeah. My issue with kill streaks is that they don't. It seems like the idea behind them is that it's supposed to, and like I do like this. They're supposed to make it so that, cool, like if you die, you don't lose everything, which
Yes.
I'm kind of okay with, and I kind of see that. It's also kind of a con to me. Yeah, like you play the objective, you die, you don't lose your progress, but at the same time, that makes it like if you get a chopper gunner, it's just a matter of time almost. It's
Correct,
not
yeah.
It's not like oh my god, someone got a chopper gunner.
Yeah.
So it
Like,
kind of takes your personal stuff away.
to play into that, one of the things that I liked when playing the other Call of Duties, when your team was getting demolished by the enemy team, and you somehow were able to secure a really high-end kill streak, it felt rewarding. Like,
Yeah.
fuck you guys. Even though you're crushing my team right now, I'm crushing you, and I just got
Exactly.
a chopper gunner, or something like that.
Yeah, and on top of that, it also feels like they use the fact that it's no longer just kills, it's also, like, does pull in some sort of score to it.
Yeah.
That they jacked everything up because they didn't want people, especially since people weren't dying, or it doesn't reset on death, that, cool, like, you don't want a super good player playing against a really shitty team to just constantly be getting streaks. I do get that. But then by jacking all of the costs up like that, you suddenly have a simple spy plane take 50 points per kill, 800 points. It takes 16 kills to get a single spy plane. That's insane. From 3 to 16.
Yeah.
That is like an insane markup.
I think we could go in all day on this kill score streak, but let's move on to the next topic, which was damage when shooting at the kill streaks. I'm not sure if you actually tried shooting down
I
helicopters.
didn't, but I saw when you did.
Yeah, I had that on my stream. I also got a recording of that. I went on that same game of Kill Confirm, where my enemy team was able to call in 2 choppers and then 2 chopper gunners. I was able to shred through them. Even someone on my stream, Scott on our stream, said, man, those kill streaks are like paper. I had a stoner with 60 rounds in it, and I was able to shred through the kill streaks so unbelievably fast. Same thing in Modern Warfare. Whenever someone had brought out a chopper gunner, Harrier, whatever, I would switch to my LMG class and just shred right through. I feel like they should tone that down. Obviously, they've got to make some sort of change.
Yeah.
Not sure if it's increased the health, if they're going to plan on increasing the health of the kill streaks or
Kill streaks
decrease
are just
it.
hard to do in
Yeah.
general.
Next on the list is look of the game. I personally felt Modern Warfare looked better, and the intro to maps, I liked them better in Modern Warfare. So like the intros to the maps seem more cinematic and kind of weird looking in a way. Like the one from Miami where you're in the van and they hit a car, and the van kind of like swerves a bit, but then just kind of bloops back into place as it keeps driving. I'm sorry, there's people in the back of that van that aren't that aren't strapped in, and you hit a car that's dead stop, and you don't stop, and everyone in the back of the van are just like, oh, that was a little bit of a bump. Like it just seems weird. All of the intros seem weird to me.
The intros I'll agree with.
Like I liked them better in Modern Warfare, but the look of the game, like we were talking how sometimes it's hard to see people. So that's kind of one of the things I would say like I'm weird about. Like I wouldn't say I don't like it. I just think there's room for improvement, because I'm finding it hard to actually like see people that, especially when they're farther away, they kind of blend into the surroundings.
I like that. I think the visual quality is improved for me. It's not quite as washed out and bland as Modern Warfare. It's more vibrant, but it's still very, very samey. Like it's like a black uniform, or a character's dark colored uniform matches on or on the dark colored background, which matches on all the dark stuff. And then Miami is a great example. It's like there should be dark alleyways where it might be hard to see someone, but then in the main street where all these lights are, like they should light the fuck up and bright, but they don't. It's very bland.
One of the more important things that for me, this one really pissed me off. Ninja is not silent. I can still hear my footsteps, and my enemy can still hear my footsteps. Too many times I would come running around the corner trying to sneak up on people, and they'd be whipped around going, oh, look at this enemy who's trying to sneak behind us.
Yeah, that's dumb. I didn't use Ninja, but that probably should change.
Yeah, most definitely. Next one, last one. Maps look cluttered like Modern Warfare. That could be a problem, very much like Miami. Moscow was less cluttered. Miami was hella cluttered, especially on the streets with all the cars. I hope that the rest of the maps aren't that way. I know you liked Miami, so I'm not a fan of Miami. I love the colors of it, but I felt like they could make it less cluttered. I don't want, again, Vietnam flashbacks. I don't want it to be like Modern Warfare.
I think Satellite was the worst at that for me.
Yeah, Satellite was very cluttered up at that top, the crash.
But Miami was for me, like everything there made sense. Like there was a lot of stuff there, but it was very easy for me to distinguish between what is cover and what's just fluff, so it didn't bother me as much.
Okay. Alright, and that's pretty much it for what I have on the list. Scale from 1 to 5, 1 being definitely not getting it, 5 being definitely getting it. Where would you stand right now for the Call of Duty?
2.
2?
Like it's not abysmal. It's just nowhere near something that would make me like, yeah, I'm gonna get it. Like,
so if they improved a little more, you may go up to like a 3.
All of my complaints about it, all of the good things aside, all the complaints don't all revolve around. It doesn't feel like what I do matters. Comparing it to like Overwatch, which I have a lot of complaints of, like we've talked about before. Yep. It's still, if you do an amazing play in Overwatch, if you just go ham, like not only do you feel amazing because it happened, it affects the match. Like someone going ham affects the match. There's no time where me doing anything good, like just going off on a point, has ever affected the match. And in Modern Warfare and in Cold War, so it's like, why play? Like I'm clearly, what I do clearly doesn't matter.
I got
like, it doesn't.
You don't feel
and then
rewarded.
The game itself, and then the game itself doesn't push the entire team to play together cohesively. Yeah. So it's like it pushes you to just play alone, but what you alone do doesn't matter. All the way down to kill streaks, like we said, like you can go ham, you don't get a score streak out of it. Like you get nothing.
For me personally, I think right now, where at the beginning I was probably at a 2, I think I'm at a 3.5, maybe a little bit less, maybe a 3. I feel like it's a game that's probably, it could be better than Modern Warfare, but I'm a little weary on it, so I'm gonna wait to see what they do with the game. With that being said, Danny here needs to go eat.
My chicken's waiting.
Chicken is wait. I love chicken. So thank you for checking the video out. If you enjoyed it, feel free to subscribe. Hit that notification button, you know, because we do a lot here. Not really. We have like one video a month. So, but thanks. Have a good one.